Dave Chappelle was on hand at the AFI Lifetime Achievement Awards for none other than Eddie Murphy. And you know this is going to be good. Let's take a look.
Please welcome Dave Chappelle.
All right. A little cultural inside baseball. I know this is true for me. I think this is true for many black people. Black people often have fear for their heroes. We worry about them because so many of our heroes are persecuted or shot down.
That's right.
When I was 14 years old, Raw came out. And I would go and I would watch it.
Yeah.
Every day after school, like I was taking a class, like I knew somehow this was something really important in my life. Throughout my life, Eddie, man, I kept my eye on you. You were the ball I was watching. You were the hero that I worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when you came up, it looked lonely. You was just by yourself. It was you, it was Michael Jackson, it was Rick James, and it was Prince, all of whom.
It was also Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby. That was about it. But in the younger group, yeah, he just named them all. He just named them all.
All of whom are deceased, and somehow.
Damn.
Somehow you survived.
That's hard to think of.
When I came into the theater to do this thing, man, I saw a bunch of my heroes. I saw Martin and Arsenio and Robert Townsend, all these people.
That's right.
I saw you, Chris, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. All the honor, the sole survivor of the 80s. Eddie Murphy.
Woo.
When we did Nutty Professor, and I got the role, I was terrified. To me, I was Spike Lee, was another hero I saw tonight. But I was terrified to meet you.
And that's funny. I just put that Nutty Professor clip in a video I did last week. Maybe I'll put that link here.
I saw tonight. But I was terrified to meet you. And when I met you, I didn't even know it was you because you were dressed as Sherman. I was like, that nigga, I'm nervous. and then we did the scene. Man, I was in the pocket. But I gotta do this.
Oh, that picture's from Bowfinger. I love Bowfinger, man. If you haven't seen Bowfinger, make sure you watch that movie. It's a sleeper. It's a gem of a sleeper, man. I'm telling you. A lot of people don't really mess with Bowfinger like that.
Man, I was in the pocket. But I gotta do this. All we gotta do is just one fat joke after another. I said, I got this.
I got it.
And man, I just started lighting his ass up. And he was dressed as Sherman when I met him. And then they started doing that slow push. And man, when you put that face on, he was like, I said, oh,
about to cry, everybody.
I said, America's gonna hate me for this. But job is a job. I kept going. And then I worked up the nerve to improvise, and I looked at Jada Pinkett and I said, who is sucking whose titties over here? and water shot out of Eddie's nose. I made my hero laugh, and that made me want to cry.
Damn.
I gotta tell you, man, recently I did an interview that made headlines because I said I was considering doing Chappelle show again. And I told you,
do it.
You asked me that a year ago, I would said no.
Yeah, man. What would that be like? A 2026 Chappelle show? Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. Man, we've been needing it for so long. I was just thinking about if In Living Color was around right now, man. Shout out to Keenan Ivory Wayans and the Wayans brothers and all of them. Like, having a Chappelle show right now would go crazy. I mean, because I don't know if this generation is ready for it, honestly. I think we say it, but a lot of people in this generation are far too sensitive. I mean, what are you going to talk about? Man.
Chappelle show again. And I told the guy, I said, if you'd asked me that a year ago, I would have said no. Chappelle's show was a very difficult show to do, but it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. And one of the reasons that it was great was your brother, Charlie.
Yeah, rest in peace. Shout out to Charlie.
And I know Bill mentioned it, but Charlie used to tell us stories all day about your ascension to fame. And I just want you to know, man, every time he mentioned you, he always said how proud he was of you.
Right.
Man, he said, I love my brother, you know. And Charlie meant the world to everybody on the set. One day, Charlie gave me the script to Norbit. He said, man, I'm gonna give the script to my brother, man, you should do this movie. And then 2 days later came back and said, never mind, he's doing both parts. I said, God damn.
That's hard. That's dope.
A couple weeks ago on a whim, I reached out to Eddie and asked him if I could come by and visit him. And I went to his house. I didn't know it was the day after his 65th birthday.
Whoa, what?
It was beautiful. His grandkids were outside playing in the pool, screaming and laughing like you know, children, just pure joy. And me and Eddie, for the first time, talked about Charlie since he passed. I hadn't seen him or really had an occasion to speak about it. And in the midst of the conversation, Eddie was the one that said, man, you should do like a Chappelle show movie or something like that.
Yeah.
And I said, man, that would be tough. That's your brother. So Eddie, if I do it, man, do the Charlie parts. And let's go.
What? Oh, nah, that would be insane. He's standing up. Oh, wow, he with it. He's with it. Oh, man, we got to get that in ink. I want to see that. Like, you talk about, what, you know what numbers that would do? A Chappelle show with Eddie Murphy. Yeah. I just called it chill, man. Sheesh.
Our professional career gone incredibly right. Tonight, it's a lifetime achievement. Those grandkids playing. The fact that you still look young and beautiful. That beautiful family is sitting with. Man, you are still the hero I want to be. Thank you, sir.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Such a simple tribute, such a heartfelt tribute, man. See, that's kind of the brilliance of comedians, because like even when they're just having a conversation, they're crafting stories in a way that is humorous, that is engaging. Like, man, you see how he just commanded that room and then just walks off? Lifetime achievement. He didn't really even talk about Eddie's like career. He talked about Raw, and then he talked about Charlie and the future. Man, wouldn't that be something, man? That's going to be dope if they ever get that off the ground, man. Let me know what I need to do. I will help. I will help whatever way I can. Yeah, because that's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. And Eddie, like Dave Chappelle said, we all were in awe. Like, I know I went through a period where I watched Delirious for like months straight, over and over and over again, where I watched Raw for years straight. Like, I would fall asleep to Eddie Murphy Raw every night. That's how crazy it was. And this isn't, you know, of course, this is in my era. I was a kid when Raw came out, but the fact of the matter is, it's like, it is such a two towers monumental work. I see why he hasn't done another one yet, but I would love to see the trilogy completed. You know what I mean? Eddie Murphy now, or himself, you know what I mean? Like that type of Bill Cosby, older version of Eddie Murphy. But I don't know. I wouldn't put that pressure on him. But him on Chappelle's show, absolutely. He said do it as a movie too. As a movie, definitely Eddie would get involved. This is a movie. I haven't seen Eddie do too much TV. He's a movie star, of course. And there's a difference, y'all. This is what we don't understand about this era and how special movie stars were at that time as opposed to TV. Because now you see people going back and forth, right? But at a time, it was very separate paths. And the fact that Eddie Murphy was a black male superstar in the 80s, like he was bigger than the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? Like he was able to move some stuff for us. And he's a very pivotal figure that allows everybody that comes after him, not just comedians, but even actors. Like there wasn't any of that. We had our black exploitation period, but before that, there wasn't much. You had to have a suit on, tap dancing and playing an instrument. You know what I'm saying? And then blaxploitation, the next wave is Eddie Murphy, hands down. So shout out to Eddie Murphy. All respect, all love, and Dave Chappelle is 100% right, man. It's one of the best to ever do it for sure. And we still have him as a testament because so many from that time period have come and gone, you know? And, you know, it also is a testament to choices that he made. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you remember in Chappelle's show during those True Hollywood Stories, Charlie always had the disclaimer, you know, my brother, he really wasn't around this. We were doing what we was doing. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. But Eddie left at this point, and it's important to take that as a message if you want to continue going forward, man, because, you know, he was like, he was living a rock and roll lifestyle, and he survived. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't taking a bunch of drugs. He wasn't drinking and partying all over the place because, yeah, you don't make it that far if you do that, man. But either way, shout out to Dave Chappelle for giving the AFI tribute to Eddie Murphy for a lifetime achievement. And Eddie Murphy, job well done. You don't have to do anything else at this point. Your contribution is solidified, and we thank you for it. Absolutely. Anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. Make sure you sign up for the Faucette Media Patreon. The link will be in the description. This is Faucette Media.